Hi guys, this is a special video directed at a certain person called the Nostalgia Critic. Now, a lot of you guys have watched my reviews and you've seen me get mad and that. I've also mentioned that I'm an angry video game nerd fan, and sometimes even, you know, some of the stuff say in my videos might come across that I've copied it off him. You know, I don't think I have, but you know, it's possible I have quoted him a few times in my videos. But then I started seeing stuff about the Nostalgia Critic and on YouTube, and I got to admit, I find it really funny. I'm like this guy's awesome, you know, this guy's cool. So I'm going to go check out his website, right? Okay, so this is his website, that guy with the glasses, and as you can see, we got the Nostalgia Critic. Alright, so let's click this shit. So I'm like, you know, this is going to be pretty sweet. I'm going to check out his videos. You know, like, I really like that Turtles one. Even though he didn't trip, man. Shredder did not fucking trip. Splinter took care of him. So, you know, you got a list of all of the reviews that he's done here. Hang on. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Okay. I got a bone to pick with you now. Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat? How dare you put those in the same boat, man? What the fuck? So it goes like this. I watched your review of Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, and I have to say that it is totally fucking unacceptable that you put a movie like Mortal Kombat in the same league as Street Fighter. Street Fighter was just fucking shit. The movie Street Fighter was shit. I mean, the fighting in it that was in it, like there was barely any fucking fighting in it, was horrible. The characters were shit. I mean, what Kylie Minogue? I'm Australian, man. Kylie Minogue as Cammy? That's fucking shit. And on top of that, like, her cameraman is E. Honda? Like, what the fuck? That whole movie was just shit. Like, everyone acknowledges that it's probably the worst video game movie of all time. But if you talk to Mortal Kombat fans, or don't even talk to Mortal Kombat fans, you talk to the average people out there who say, out of all the movies that are based on video games, which one did you like the most? A lot of people say Mortal Kombat or Resident Evil. So I don't understand how you could say both these movies are bad. Now, what I've done here is I've picked out 12 things that you pointed out in your review, because I like to go the extra mile, you know, I like to go that extra bit more than you, that you thought were issues with the Mortal Kombat film. The first thing you mentioned is PG-13. Who gives a fuck if there's no blood in it? All the Mortal Kombat fans don't admire the game for the blood. I mean, it's what attracted us to the game first. We're like, oh, look at that, that's cool, like, someone's gonna rip that guy's head off, that's mad. But you know, once you get over that, you get into the story, and all the fans get into that. And even the people who aren't fans, they didn't mind. It was still a good film. You know, and it opened it up to a lot of younger audiences that were able to watch the film. And the movie was still kick-ass, man. I mean, have you seen the start? Have you seen what Shang Tsung does to Liu Kang's brother? He fucks him up, man. And I even think that it should be more violent than PG-13, the rating they gave it. I mean, like, he's there. Your brother's soul is mine! I mean, that was, like, full on, you know? The next thing you pointed out is the K, not a C thing, like, duh. I mean, every person, it seems to think that pointing that out is like, oh, I'm so clever because I pointed out that they spelt combat with a K. I'm so awesome. I mean, the game is spelt with a K. So who gives a fuck if they spelt the movie with a K? Of course they're going to spell it with a K. That's how they spell the game with a K. Okay, but now the Johnny Cage one-liners. You seem to think that they were like horrible. I've got to say that the Cage one-liners were supposed to be bad. If you know about the character Johnny Cage from the games, he is supposed to have awful, awful puns. See the Mortal Kombat 4 ending? In the Mortal Kombat 4 ending, he comes out and he says, hey, I'm your #1 fan, you know, where's all the cheers? And, you know, the crowd hates Johnny Cage because he's such a smart ass, you know. So it's supposed to have bad one-liners. But you know what? as annoying as those one-liners were, a lot of people liked them. A lot of people thought, that's so Johnny Cage. And that's what brought us to the movie. It's like, wow, it's like, he's in the game. He's like just that cocky bastard that no one likes. But, you know, he had the greatest line in the film. Those were $500 sunglasses, asshole. Everyone goes around saying that. That was like so cool. The Goro comes out, smashes his glasses, you know. And then he's like, hey, you know, I'll get you back, asshole. You know, that was cool. Then you're like, Shang Tsung taking over the world. It wasn't Shang Tsung who wanted to take over the world, it was Shah Kahn. And he wanted to take over, well, yeah, the world. Our world, Earth. You know, all these movies are like that. I mean, Mortal Kombat's based on Enter the Dragon. The game is based on Enter the Dragon. If you look at Mortal Kombat the movie and Enter Dragon the movie, they're like the same. It's like Goro, Boro, Mr. Han, Shang Tsung. They're like the same characters. Then you said, Kano was awesome until he talked. Well, I mean, what do you got against accents, man? The accent gave him character. I mean, you know, it made him awesome. You know, even in the latest Mortal Kombat vs. DC, they base Kano on pretty much the movie. They give him a beard and they call him Australian now. I mean, that came from the movie, you know. So, and then you're like, the ninjas don't talk. Do you expect Sub-Zero to come out and go, hi, I'm Sub-Zero. You're gonna die now, Scorpion. Check this out. I've got a snappy thing in my hand. Flawless victory. You know how many people would complain if they made the ninjas talk? You know, like Goro's an alien prince. I mean, so what? So what if he's an alien prince? Who cares? I mean, that's the way the story goes. That's how it should be in the film. And you're like, he talks like a sock puppet. I don't know how to break this to you. He was a puppet. He was a puppet, a robot, and a mixture of some CG in there. All three put in together. So, and then you had the audacity to say it was a dumb movie. It wasn't a dumb movie. It's what every Mortal Kombat fan wanted. A kick-ass, enjoyable ride of fights and being able to see the characters from the game on the big screen. That's what we got. Then you're like, you complained about Sonya being prone. Yeah, fair enough. You said she was FBI and, you know, and then Shang Tsung pins her. I know, there should have been a scene in there where he sort of grabs her or something, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, maybe there should have been a scene where he grabs her, but I mean, I always think that, almost think that maybe Sonya was smarter than people thought in that scene, because she knows what Shang Tsung's capable of. She's seen him steal souls and shit. Is she really going to be like, I can get out of this armhole, check that out, and then Shang Tsung's going to be like, your soul is mine. You know, I think she let Shang Tsung kidnap her, and she knew that Johnny Cage and Liu Kang would come to her rescue. I don't think she was totally helpless in that situation. I think she could have got out of it, but she just thought, I'm going to play along. Pointless action sequence, the reptile fight. Are you mad? Everyone talks about that being the coolest fight in the film. It's when, you know, the transition from the reptile being the snappy creature to the reptile we all know from the games, where he's like humanoid and with still reptile characteristics. I mean, that was awesome, that scene. I mean, how can you say it's pointless? I mean, it's a fighting movie. It's a movie with fights in it. What do you expect? Watch down Outworld flower fields? I don't know. It's supposed to have fights in it. That's what we want. We want fights, to kick ass techno tracks with awesome costumes. That's what we want. So, the last thing you said was, it's not as bad as Street Fighter, but it's like being stabbed in the gut instead of the head. I mean, it's looking so bad. How can you say this is anything like Street Fighter? Street Fighter was just crap! Just crap! It's like, I can vomit up better stuff than the Street Fighter film. But the Mortal Kombat movie was actually very decent. Fair enough, it didn't have the blood, and I can understand people, you know, being disappointed. But how can you put him in the same boat? So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. What I'm asking my fans, if you guys are watching, I've got 1,200 subscribers now. Awesome, thanks guys. I'm going to ask you all to go onto YouTube, search the Nostalgia Critic Space Combat, go to his Part 2 review, because that's where he hammers on Mortal Kombat, and I want you to all reply that Street Fighter movie sucks and Mortal Kombat movie rules, because TMK said so. That's what I want you to say. I want to see 1,200 comments on that guy's page, because someone needs to set him straight. And as much as I like his films, the Nostalgia Critic, as much as I like his, I shouldn't say movies or films, as much as I like his reviews, strongly disagree on this one, and something has to be done. I'm the Mortal Kombat Critic, I remember it, so you don't have to.